Happy New Year, everyone. This is the end of 2015 and my last video for 2015. So my goal in this video is just go real quick over what to expect to see in 2016. There's going to be three really big changes for my channel coming up in the next year. The first and probably the most important one is that there'll probably be a lot less painting going on. Mainly because I need to spend less time sitting in this chair painting and more time out doing stuff actively, exercising, that kind of thing. So that's going to cut into my time to paint, which is fine. Right now I don't really have any 40K gaming models to paint. I have some terrain I can paint. I got my laser cut card stuff, which is still unpainted. I got plenty of like non-Warhammer models to work on, but I don't have any Warhammer stuff to work on. I'm almost done with the Orcs and Goblins stuff. So anyway, that's the first biggest change, is going to see less of painting, and hopefully that will lead to less of me. The second thing you're going to see is I want to try and do some 40K game streaming. That's going to have to wait at least a couple months because I do need to upgrade my computer before I can pull that off. It's got really old video cards in it right now, and they're fine for the old games that I used to play, but I really haven't played video games in a very long time. Back in 2008, when I got back into the hobby, I was still playing EverQuest, the original EverQuest. It was still a pretty good game. And I've tried some games off and on since then, and other than Need for Speed Most Wanted, no other game has really held my attention at all for more than a few hours. Some of that is the computer being old and crappy. And some of it is just I'd much rather paint. So video games have really dropped off my radar entirely. But I want to change that. I want to get back into streaming. I want to try to start streaming video games. Only 40K games, by the way. So things like Space Marine, Fire Warrior is the first one I want to do if I can ever get it figured out. I'm having such a trouble getting it figured out, which is strange considering I spent 20 years fixing computers. I guess I just haven't invested the time in getting it to work yet. So I do have a Twitch channel for the 40K Orcs. I haven't done anything with it yet, but it's there, and it will eventually start doing some games. The problem with that is, of course, I'm really bad at first-person shooters. I just don't have the ability to my eye-hand coordination isn't that fast. Isn't fast enough to play these games, so I very rarely can beat any game that requires any sort of timing or fast movement. And to be honest, I never even beat Mario Brothers. I just can't get past World 8. I just can't. I'd like the ability to do so. So yeah, you'll be more than happy to laugh at my inept video game abilities. But again, that won't probably be for a couple months down the road, at least a couple months down the road. And the last thing I want to do for my channel this year is start a weekly video series. And I think I've determined I'm going to do some form of weekly hobby tip. I've already got a big long list here of videos I can make. Some of them work related, some of them not. Basing videos, general videos. Most of them will be like really super short, like less than 5 minutes, and some less than 2 minutes. But that's my goal, is to have a weekly video series of content that I can just keep going. Right now it's going to be slated for Tuesdays because that's my day off, but that might change in February because I'm getting a new schedule probably at the end of the month because we're doing a shift bit at work. Whew. And yeah, so that's the three biggest changes here. You might see some off-topic content once in a while, specifically relates to my car if I ever get around to fixing that up. You know how I've always been into cars. They're just kind of, they're more expensive than Warhammer. They really are, which is kind of surprising, but I just have never had the money to be able to do both a car and Warhammer at the same time. Just like I can't do Warhammer and Magic at the same time, because I really enjoy Magic the Gathering, and I used to be really good at it, fairly high rated. But I just couldn't keep up with the money, and having a power set stolen from you really kind of takes all the wind out of your sails. as well. Whew. I don't drink very often or very much. I think the last time I drank was last New Year's Eve, actually. That was just beer. I don't even know what the proof of this stuff is. Oh, it's 80 proof. Yeah, I don't normally drink this kind of stuff. So that's where we're at. That's it. It's a real quick video. I don't want to ramble too much. There will be some more videos coming up really soon. I do have some stuff in the can I need to put up, but it's not going to be too quick. So that's it for this video. I do hope you stick around. And if you have any ideas for quick tips that I can add to my ever-growing list here, this is the list of videos. This has a list of parts I need for my car. So if you have any ideas you want to see just really quick, you know, like some particular basing types or whatever, let me know. Contact at the40korcs is the best way to get a hold of me. You can always just leave a comment below. And of course, don't forget my Patreon and Twitter and my blog, and I'll talk to you guys later.